just wanted to give a really quick update because last week on April 24th, I sent out an email to all families at the high school with some really important changes that we've made about our policies for service hours for this year since the COVID-19 crisis and school closing. And so ever since we went to distance learning, we understand that there are a lot of restrictions as far as getting your service hours completed for this year. So a lot of my changes particularly have to do with seniors, who I know are most stressed about it right now. So I want to go over the changes for seniors really quick, and then I'll go over the other types of changes that we're dealing with. Okay, so the number one thing that seniors need to know is that instead of the normal 100 required hours, we are actually prorating the hours since we were in school in person, for about 3/4 of the year, everything except for that final quarter. Then we prorate it, so that leaves you at needing only 87 hours in order to graduate. So if you are already at 87, you're great. If you're already at 100, you're great. If you have over 100, you're great. But you need at least 87 hours total to graduate for the class of 2020. And please, if you have any questions about your current totals, they are not located on Skyward or any other way to get it. So you need to contact me directly for your numbers. We usually would have sent out a service report after third quarter. Because of everything, we didn't do that this year, and so you need to contact me again if you want to know about those hours, and we will be getting with you if you're shy of the requirements. The other big change for seniors is that typically we say you need 150 or more hours in order to earn the Silver Honor Cord for service, but we have again prorated that, and so we're just saying if you have 130 or more hours, then you can qualify for that Silver Honor Cord this year. So if you already have 130 hours, you already have 150 hours, anywhere over 130 or more, and you will get the Honor Cord. If that's something that you want to go for, I will probably also be reaching out to you seniors this week who are, right on the edge and could definitely achieve that. Okay. For all senior service hour cards need to be turned in May 8th. That's a Friday. So Friday, May 8th. Another big thing, seniors only, this is for seniors only, for this year we are waiving the requirement to have 20 hours in each category, just because if you maybe had service hours in parish that needed to get done, there's not a lot you can do when you can't physically go to your parish. And so we just decided to lift that requirement this year since we're in an extraordinary circumstance. So I am not looking at all at categories. You don't need to worry about that. So the only numbers you need to worry about are 87, that's the minimum to graduate, and then 130, which is the minimum for the Silver Honor Cord. Hopefully that clears some things up. Okay, now the rest of the information I have applies to all Nouvelle students, not just seniors. We are also lifting the restriction on saying that you cannot have a parent sign a service card. We are now saying that you can name a parent as the supervisor. Again, a lot of the service hours you're going to be completing are going to be, from a distance from other adults, and your parents can verify that you did those things from home or, within a safe distance of other people, things like that. So parents can be named as supervisor or contact person on service cards for the rest of this school year, 2019-2020 school year. And then I'm also extending that all through the summer because we don't know how long these restrictions are going to be here. So I want to make it easy for you to still get your hours in. So that I have that going all the way through, September 1st, basically. Okay, so all the way through the summer, you can have a parent sign off on your service cards. Another thing that I'm lifting is that it doesn't have to be specifically a charitable organization. Usually we say you can't do service for independent citizen, for a private citizen or a neighbor or a grandmother or something like that. Again, we're in really restricted situation where you can't get out and do the normal service things that you would do for some of those organizations. And so we decided it was prudent to allow you to, go and get groceries for a grandparent and deliver those, or for a neighbor, or to mow the lawn for a neighbor, or, walk a dog for a neighbor who's shut in and vulnerable, or, there's all kinds of different situations that you could be helping with that we otherwise wouldn't count. But because we're in extraordinary circumstances, those are, they're bumped up. They've become bigger things to do. And so if you have questions about whether it will count or not, please contact me directly to ask those questions. But again, being pretty lenient on that for the rest of this school year and then all through the summer. And so that's for seniors and everybody. Let's see if there was another change. Oh, submitting cards. So the other change is, if you have cards laying around that are already filled out, ready to go, absolutely you can take a picture of those or scan those and email them to me. That is totally fine. If you don't have cards, or you never got a signature or something like that, please email me. In most of those cases, as long as your parent can verify that you did it, you can have them sign it and then take the picture and send it to me. But I also, in that email that I sent out to all families last week on the 24th of April, there are new forms just for this year and throughout next summer that are digital forms for submitting service cards. And so if all you do is you click on that link, it guides you right through it. You fill it in, all of the fields that are required. It won't let you submit it unless you fill it all out completely. And then you just submit it. You can submit as many of those as you need to. And so I'll be able to record hours that way as well. If anyone, seniors all the way down to freshmen, have questions about your service totals, please let me know. At this time, so you know, we have not made any formal changes to graduation requirements for any class except for the class of 2020. So keep going with your categories, keep going with your 100 hours for those groups, and if we feel the need to make changes, we'll revisit that situation in the fall and let you know. But as of right now, we haven't made changes for any other classes except for 2020, other than lifting some of the restrictions and making it easier for you to submit hours. Again, if you have any questions, send me an email or even comment below this video, and I'd be happy to answer those. I hope that you're all staying healthy and safe and enjoying the weather as it gets warmer. Happy Easter.